What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Keynote Comics, the place where you can discover comic books and comic book related content. And today we are here for Stash, Cash, or Pass, thing that we do now on Fridays. So basically what we just talked about, comic books that have hit the top 10 list for CBSI, cover price, and key collector, but there will not be any key collector today because they haven't released the list yet. So maybe it'll come out later as we're talking, or maybe it'll just come out tomorrow. Who knows?
We'll find out.
We'll figure that out. But regardless, not really necessary as long as we have something to talk about today, which we have two different categories for the two other brands. So CBSI, which is comicbookinvest.com. You guys can go check them out. And then Cover Price as well, which you can also check them out. It has a great, discography. What's the word I'm looking for?
Discography.
So, but it's a big, it's kind of like a database of comic books. What is hot covers that they have on there, rare books to be on the lookout. They also have their top 10 list. They have their movers and shakers thing, which is covered by Lures of the Long Box. So shout outs to TiVo. And yeah, we're going to just get into this. We're going to start off with the CBSI list. And so for the first book, we got Star Wars Adventures Annual, which is 2006. It's got the Nick Bankshire. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Baconshire?
Bacon.
I'm broke. I'm sorry. I'm killing this right now. Brokenshire. I don't know. I probably just killed this right now.
Hey,
so,
he has a name.
Yeah.
His name is
I
his
apologize.
name.
So, but this is a 1 in 10 variant. Currently going for $60 to $75. I was so confused. I definitely saw the Spawn on there. And I was
I forgot to take them down, so that was just up there. My bad. We gotta have one mistake in there. It's like where's Waldo at this point right now?
Absolutely, guys. We struggled trying to get in. Well, actually, we had everything set up, but I guess YouTube was not showing, the stream on the channel, which is weird because if you go and type in Keynote Comics in the search engine, it was like right there at the very top. So if you happen to find this link, well, shout outs to you. If you happen to run into the same problem, let us know because we need to figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, so
I hope nobody.
Basically with this book, it is just essentially, just the artist, and of course it being a ratio variant, so that's what's causing the price to kind of spike on that. I guess this artist is really getting really popular. This is the first time I've heard of this artist, to my knowledge. So based off of what I'm aware of, I don't think I've seen any of their work, but who knows? Maybe I have. I'll have to go look them up and figure this out. But yeah, that's the reason why the book's going up. For me, it's going to have to be a pass because, based off the way I collect, it is, if it's going to be off the cover's great. I'm messing with the cover. I mean, it's not like anything like super crazy, but I do like the artistic approach on it. But there's got to be more to it than that for me to be paying $60 to $75. I would want to have like a key event, attached to it or something. So, so yes, this one would have to be a pass for me.
It's gonna be a pass for me as well, but I like it.
Yeah,
it looks cool.
So, moving on to the next one. So we have Star Wars Age of the Republic special number 1. I tried to practice this name earlier, so I think it's Keo Fam. So it's a variant for them.
Sure.
I mean, I like I said, I tried to figure this out. I know I might as well just start putting in like some kind of program and just like seeing what it says and like, all right, I'm gonna match this up.
Who are you?
Yeah. So right now this is.
I would say that's probably Koi Fam.
I think that's what I said earlier. Yeah, I just messed this up anyway. So, but yeah, so this book's going for $60. It's supposed to be the first full appearance of Ventress. I don't even know how to pronounce Ventress's first name, so I'm not even gonna try. I'd butcher that like super bad. It's like ASSJJ. However it's spelled. It's like it's short, but there's like 2 J's in it, and I'm just like I don't know. But yeah, with this, I like this character, but not enough to really care about trying to get their first appearance. But I can see, like, if I came across it on a lower end, maybe, let's say, $15, I might go for that. I might even push it to $20, but I'm not going to do it at $60. But I do think for people that are specking on this character, this is something worth, kind of catching for a little bit as the Mandalorian series is going on. I don't think this is like a long-term hold unless they continue to do, material within that time space of when this character is still in existence. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can really say for it. So, because of the price, it's a pass. But if it was a little bit lower, then I would actually consider, stashing it just to have within that whole Star Wars collection for me personally. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
You already know I hate all Star Wars comic books, so it's a cash for me. Trying to get as quick $60,
Which isn't bad.
Go ahead and, cash it out. Cash it out a little bit. But in all seriousness, I think it'd probably be a cash. It does, tie in because tomorrow we will be releasing an unboxing video that is similar to this.
A well overdue one, by the way.
Well overdue. In fact, I'm pretty sure you purchased it on Stash, Cash, or Pass.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That was like the 3rd episode.
Right, and we're on episode 10 right now, so... That's how long ago, and
we haven't even done this every week, so
right,
it's been like 3 months.
Because we've missed at least like 3, at least 3. All right, possibly 4. I don't know if last week counts as 4.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so then 4. We've missed 4. Okay, and we're on 10. But yeah, I don't know. Purchase the book that's going to be coming up. You guys stay on the lookout for it. It is a spec book of mine that I do think is going to be considered more on the long term on the Star Wars end, just because of how much this character is loved within the Star Wars universe for people that really love Star Wars. And that's not, I'm talking about, when I say love Star Wars, I mean like outside of the movies. All right, and now I guess we can say outside of the TV series. So yeah, because we have this going now. But yeah. Be on the lookout for that, unless you already saw that episode 3.
Yeah, it's possible.
So yeah. All right. So moving on. All right. Well, this is Darkwing Duck number 1.
When there's trouble, you call DW.
I'm already gonna just put this out.
Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous.
So
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck.
Who wants him to be singing right now? No, go ahead. Keep it up.
Remix. Darkwing Duck.
Let's not. Okay. But all right. So on to the next one. Darkwing Duck number 1. All right. So this book going raw is $20 to $25, right? But no. I take that back. Let me re-quote myself. So, going raw, it was going for $20. Now it's going for $50 raw. So, 9.8 is currently going for $300. I'm not that deeply invested into Darkwing Duck enough to pay any of those prices. You know what I mean? So, it would meet my criteria for collecting. All right. It is a number 1 first appearance. Okay. It's $50, so it meets that price range. This does seem like a book where I could see kind of being a little difficult to find in high grade because it's Darkwing Duck. I don't know if the popularity of Darkwing Duck being read is nearly as high, so I could see this book being kind of hard to come across in high condition. So it's probably just tossed around because, 1, it was a 90s book, so we know what happened to 90s books. But the thing is, now 90s books are popping now. We had the...
You guys took them for granted for so long.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're looking to, make a nice 90s. Flip...
Yeah. Out here.
So if you're looking to make a nice flip, I could suggest this one right here, especially with the popularity of the series. I guess the DuckTales is supposed to be pretty solid. They did make a return for Darkwing Duck on there. Haven't seen it, so...
yeah, you suck.
But... I did like what they did with it.
It's coming to Disney Plus. All right, I'm with it.
Oh, so that's why they introduced him? Yeah. Makes sense. That's a good play. Well done, Disney. Disney stock is moving right now because of Disney Plus subscribers. So, Disney's out here trying to make these moves. Hopefully they can get more original content consistently coming out because I don't know if Mandalorian and WandaVision are necessarily going to hold people, because last time people got it real quick for Mandalorian and then people started dropping off. So they're going to need something, consistently throughout the year. So, yeah, that's going to be a pass for me on that one because I'm not that deeply invested. When I was younger, I definitely loved Darkwing Duck a lot.
Oh, so what you saying? You're not young no more? You old?
No, I mean, I still mess
30,
with Darkwing Duck. I just don't mess with
tired,
him enough to try and pay that for in
aching,
a comic book form. So that's me.
cracking backs,
Cracking backs.
knees crack when you get up. Can't feel your ankles.
What?
Do you or a loved one suffer from being old?
I hope not.
This is unfortunately a pass for me as well because it's too expensive. But I really bang with Darkwing Duck, and if I had like $1 million, I'd buy it because I don't know. I honestly like the cover too, and yeah, Darkwing Duck, one of my favorite shows growing up, and obviously
Same here.
I like it. That DuckTales episode. Well, DuckTales as a whole, I almost binge watched a little bit, and then
absolutely.
saw that Darkwing Duck episode. Well, the full episode, the reboot inside of the series, and now knowing that it's coming to Disney Plus, I am overly excited right now. I can't wait. I'm fired up. So, yeah, really excited for the show. But I'm gonna pass on the comic book.
It's coming to Disney Plus, guys. I'm paying for Disney Plus now.
I have it for free, and contrary to popular beliefs, we are the same place.
Well, how the tides have turned, sadly. But all right, so moving on to this next book, which was one that kind of threw me off because, one, I did not know that this existed as a movie. That's going to be the start for that. And then on top of that, I was just reading the title and I was like, yo, this is too long for a title. Like, I guess it makes sense to describe what's I guess happening in it, but I'm like, nah. This title is basically, this is what it is. This is the title. A girl walks home alone at night. Number 1. That's the title of the book. Now, I'm going to say I do like the cover for this book though, because it's very simplistic. But it gives you that eerie feeling, so that it's going to be like probably on like some horror suspense type of stuff.
Yeah. So it's interesting. This is one of the first movies that opened up when I was working at the movie theater.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I know the movie. I wouldn't buy the comic book, but I mean I bought Fight Club 2 and 3. So
right. So when I was reading the CBS list, the writer for the article for the Hot 10 basically stated he's like, this is kind of weird because this is in reverse. Like normally it's like, you get this book first and then the series or movie comes out. But this is the verse. The movie was already out. It came out in 2014, and for some reason the book is hot right now. So
yeah, I don't know why the book is hot. That's the weird thing. It's just like, so we've seen this happen for several things: Django Unchained, Black Dynamite, Star Wars. Like there's movies that turn into comic books, but this is interesting just because of the situation. Like it's a Iranian film, it's a vampire film, it's a indie film. It didn't play in big theaters, it played in small theaters.
But apparently it got good reviews.
Yeah, no, it was a very well reviewed film.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, so does this mean we gotta watch the movie first and then read the book? I'm just like, clearly this is probably what I'm gonna have to do. So I'm probably gonna do that. So yeah.
I mean, that's the question. I didn't look into it, but is this the novelization of this film, or is it a sequel series?
No, I think it's the what they took for the film, because apparently the person that wrote the film did the book as well. So yeah. I think it's the same exact thing.
So if that's the case, then you could probably just read the book without seeing the film. But I would probably just watch the film. But that's why this is a pass for me, because I'll just watch the movie.
It's a pass for me as well.
Yeah. I never put this up.
I mean, maybe, you know, because
this is the book.
I don't know.
I was really in the dark one.
I don't know what's showing up on this screen here, so I was like, I thought it was already up. I just kept looking at my screen on my computer and just like, oh, Darkwing Duck's still there. But yeah, no, it's $20 to $25. So to me, that's not like a crazy price. So I guess like if something that you were aware of and you knew about it, maybe you had the graphic novel the trade for it or whatever, you'd be like, oh, cool, I want to get like the number one and have it like in my collection type of thing. But it's gonna be a pass for me.
See, like that's the thing. Like my only question is growth ability. Like, so for instance,
right, to be paying like, that $20 to $25.
Yeah, $25. Will it grow because you have movies like Let the Right One In, a foreign film. It did really well. It was received highly, and then they did the American remake. Is that something that they're looking for? They turned it into a comic book because though the movie was underseen, it was well reviewed. So they're like, hey, if we turn this into a graphic novel or a comic book, then we can get more eyes on it, which will allow for people to want to adapt it in that way, as opposed to having to watch the foreign film version of it. So if that's the case, I would probably say I'd stash it. Like, especially if you have it, I'd stash it. But I couldn't. Well, I wouldn't cash it. So it'd just be pass. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're on the same page. So right. Yeah. I would say though, I don't know how it would feel like if they try to go ahead and do an American version of it. I'd honestly just prefer they stay in the same lane and just maybe do a sequel to it. I mean, I don't know how this thing ends since this is like my first time, really hearing about it. So, but I mean, that would be my preference because, usually when they try and do the transfer over to an American audience, it's not, I wouldn't say like bad, but it's not as good. You know what I mean? So I would, unless maybe they get the same director and be like, all right, here, we just want you to do American version. Then I might trust it a little bit more and be like, looking forward to it. But on to this next book, we have New Teen Titans 23. Basically, this is the first appearance of Vigilant out of costume. So,
Vigilante.
I don't know. I said Vigilant. I wrote no, I think autocorrect changed it to Vigilant. So I just read that off of there.
Oh, did I just never put this in here?
Oh.
I thought I did.
He's just showing them. Oh, wait.
They can't see that side, just to let you know.
But yeah, so this character will be appearing
Let me pull it up.
In Titans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this character will be appearing in Titans, so that's where this hype is coming from. I don't know. My thing with the New Teen Titans is like, for those key issues out of there, I really only want the ones of the main, the characters of Titans. So of course, Nightwing, Starfire. I did get Raven. I think I have the first appearance of Raven in there. So
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
Huh?
What did you just say? I'm
saying out of the New Teen Titans, like the only characters I would want would be like the main characters of the Teen Titans. So, Starfire, Nightwing, so forth. Like, I just keep it like that, not necessarily a character like this. This is not really calling for me.
Yeah, but like Raven, Starfire, and Cyborg all appear in the same. Their first appearance is all the same book.
Well, no, I'm just saying. No, all right, not Raven. I'm thinking of a different book. This is a newer book. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But yeah. Forgive me. I'm sleepy.
Fair.
Just got bags on my eyes from waking up super early. Good old work.
I have permanent bags underneath my eyes, so just consider yourself lucky.
For now. At least I don't have to worry about it for a while. Apparently, we don't go back until March.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
younger kids go at the beginning of January. I mean, not the beginning of January, near the end of January.
So I went for no reason, basically, is what you're telling me.
Nah, I mean, we'll go there for no reason when there's another shutdown. So, but moving on to this next one, right? So we have a book that I have seen so many times, and it's actually nice to see that this book is on the list because this is a book that I kept seeing. I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. So apparently it's going to be getting picked up by HBO, and they're going to be doing a series for it. So, this is a nice look because this tells me that the CEO at AT&T is allowing people to make some really nice moves over there because AT&T owns HBO and the whole Time Warner and all that stuff. So they're clearly trying to get themselves set up to, do a competition to compete with clearly Netflix and Disney Plus because they're going to have their hero stuff and then they're going to have their other comic book related stuff on this on the streaming platform. So we have DMZ. Is it DMZ?
It's DMZ.
Okay.
But you missed one.
What'd I miss?
Wait, hold on. That's why.
What?
You're doing these out of order.
I'm doing them in the order I put them in.
No, you're not. Oh, because okay, so then you did the Vigilante in the wrong spot. That's cover price. We're on CBSI.
Did I do it twice?
Nah, you just did it once. We were supposed to do New Teen Titans 23. Oh, gotcha. No, never mind. I just put up the wrong book.
Well, no, now I'm looking at... Okay, no, I see cover price right there. Okay, so
yeah. No, that's me. That's my fault.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
I put up the wrong book. So, we'll just flip those. Pay it to... Just pretend like that didn't happen. Here's the next book, guys. DMZ. Yeah. Ava DuVernay. Rosario Dawson stars.
So, DMZ...
Stash.
Number one. It would definitely be a stash. I don't have it. I'm going to probably pick it up. Because like every single time I ever saw it, I was like, oh, I want to get this. But then I'd be like, I'm on a mission. I got to look for the stuff that I'm looking for. And then I'd find stuff that to me came as priority. So I never ended up picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think actually the day that I was about to pick it up, I picked up another book or a couple of books that weren't even like on my list, but I had passed them several times before. So I was just like, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and get in it. And, I just went for those, and so that was still left behind. I haven't been to a comic shop in a good minute, so I think they're over at, what is it called? Alliance. I think they're at Alliance. So that's where I remember seeing them and everything. But this book is basically going for $25 to $30. I'm going to, raw copies are going for $25 to $30. This to me is not something that I find to be a necessity that you have to go and buy it on the secondary market. I think you do have a really good chance of, still finding this out in the wild. So I would hold off before trying to, if you have seen this book before in places, I try and go back to those places and find them first before trying to go ahead and buy it on the secondary market. But yeah. So,
this actually has everything that I, don't tend to care for in a comic book, but the right creative backing for HBO to make me want. Like Ava DuVernay is one of my favorite directors or creatives in general, and this book, like you said, how you were like you always see it and you'd be like, I should get it. I see this book and I'm like, I don't want this because I don't like red scale for some reason. That's the reason I didn't get black when I saw it, because it's just white, black, and red. So I'm just not a fan of those covers. And then it has like the military guns on it. And I don't care for like gun covers either. So like this genuinely means nothing to me as a book, but just because of the series and the people involved in it, I'm like, all right, I'll get this.
Right.
So that's why it'd be a stash.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it was.
I would never display this though.
It was just like, oh yeah, nah. But it just for me, when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, this is a little bit creative. It does make me somewhat interested in it because I'm like, oh, this is a kind of a war story. And so I'm kind of like, all right, what? Because I saw they clearly had a decent run.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, this must have been, somewhat, good for them to go as long as they did. So I was like, all right, let me check it out. Because, like, I can't fully confirm. I feel like I want to say that the number one was there along with a whole bunch of other ones. But I definitely kept coming across the series and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, if this was DBZ stash, get the whole manga.
You gonna take that whole risk again?
All of it. If Ava DuVernay was directing the Dragon Ball Z franchise for HBO Max, I'm all in. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the Dragon Ball Z franchise could go to HBO Max if it was like a thing, like if they made a live action version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
AT&T get on that.
Yeah. Don't one of them own Funimation? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see.
I don't think that's in their catalog. I don't know. So I don't know what the media companies that they own, what those what they own in there. So, but
oh no, they're owned by Sony.
Funimation is owned by Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Interesting.
My heart.
We'll go on.
We will. Carry on.
Next.
All right. So up next we got Something Is Killing the Children, number 3. This is actually the second print. So it was going for $75. Guess what it's going for now?
$1,622.
$250.
I did not get selected on the prices right.
You didn't
at all.
You gotta leave.
All right. I don't know how you're gonna push buttons from this side, but just figure it out.
But anyway, so yeah, it was going for $75, going for $250. So we already can sit here and just say, even if it was just at the $75, this is already out of my range. I'm not crazy on like the whole second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth and a millionth prints. Unless there's like
I'd cop a millionth print.
You cop the millionth print?
Yeah.
You know what?
Just to be
I feel like
yo, this is the millionth print.
Yeah,
How?
I feel like you might just have to cop the millionth.
Is it the
print.
Holy Bible?
Nah.
That's the only thing that I can imagine having a millionth print.
But yeah,
maybe the dictionary.
But out of a comic book, you would have to copy a million. I feel like anything like past 10, you might have to be like, all right, I might have to consider this because how often does something like that happen? And that's got to be like some real crazy stuff going on right now. That means like the whole world has got to be like picking up this book or whatever. But yeah, so it's going for $250. The answer is no for me. This is a pass. If I had it, this would be a cash. Just saying.
Yeah.
I think you could be all right having the first print.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, have not read this series, so can't sit here and tell you if there's anything like special going on in the issue. But if it was, then go ahead, keep the first print.
It's a smooth pass for me. Also, like, what's going on, man? Like, I keep saying something is killing the children, but I feel like these adults are getting brutalized as well. Like, that doesn't look like a kid. That looks like an adult woman that has been beaten, and it reminds me of slavery. So I'm gonna pass.
All right, so next one, we have the recount number 1, the Alan Qua variant. So this is only 250 copies that were made. I've messed with this cover. I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't mess with this cover because there's people out there that just don't like clowns. I'm not going to say I like clowns, but I'm also not really terrified of clowns. So
Brandon's also a juggalo.
Prove it.
And exclusively drinks Faygo.
Cotton candy. Cream soda Faygo. Man, I'm still dreaming. But yeah, I think I don't know. I really like these kind of covers like this. It's kind of dark, gritty. It's got a little scary thing to it, but it's also hard because it's like you got these people in military grade gear and they got clown masks. At least I think that's a clown mask. I don't know. So
is this in no way related to Donald Trump?
What?
I said, is this in no way related to Donald Trump?
I don't know. Why you say that?
I don't know, because it's just the recount.
Yo, we're going to create a backstory for this just off of the cover. So Donald Trump is like, yo, I need a recount. And then people are just like, nah, we're not doing it. And so then he has his own army created. And that's the army.
Oh, it's Scout Comics? Ew. I don't know why I said that like that. Shout out Scout Comics.
I don't know why you said it like that either. They've had some decent stuff.
Name one.
Everything. But this book went for $19.99 retail, and now it's selling for $90.
When the U.S. president is assassinated by one of his own security detail, a female Secret Service agent named Bree Bardo must protect the vice president at all costs from a mass conspiracy by a group calling themselves the Masses. With nowhere to turn and no one to trust, these two women with completely opposing political views and beliefs must work together to preserve what's left of American democracy. Interesting.
So it could be.
It sounds cool. Maybe, how much is it going for? $90.
The answer is for me is it's a no.
It's a pass. I'd probably buy the book though. Like I want to read it. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. I mean, no, you go ahead and get your regular copy. Like I said, this is a 250 copy book. I do think, if this thing catches on, for the masses, this could be something to keep an eye on. Because, of course, you see how, dark this cover is. People, it's a set amount, a very small set amount on top of that. So if any got damaged, you're already, lowering the amount of how many high grades there are out of it. It is a pretty tough cover. So that's what you want. Go ahead and go for it. But I'm not going for it. So it's a pass for me. Right. But if I had it, I'd definitely cash it. Because, if you picked it up for 19 and you sell it for 90, not that bad of a come up.
Yeah.
So, next book is Bitterroot number 4. This is the Dave Mack variant, going for $100. Nothing special. It's just the variant. It's a nice cover.
It's a dope cover. Yeah.
So, it kind of reminds me of that one Daredevil cover that has Echo on it.
Daredevil number 9.
Is it Daredevil number 9?
Oh, no, number 10.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
The one with her on it.
Right.
But they look the same, though.
Right. No. Actually, you're right, because they did that through the whole series.
Yeah.
So, that's what that reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
So, I really mess with those from the Daredevil series. So, I think this one's pretty cool, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not spending $100 just off of the cover. So.
Oh, you don't support black things?
That's not it either, at all. I've expressed my... Hey, what's going on, Joel?
Brandon Wool.
I just now saw this. I don't know when you responded to that. What?
I said you'll spend big money on some Max Sansing prints, but won't spend $100 on this comic book. How dare you, sir?
It's a bit different.
What if this was a Max Sansing cover?
Okay, so the cat's out the bag now, I guess. I was going to deliver that a little bit at the end of the episode.
I didn't say anything about that. You
didn't
literally have one right here.
You didn't, but I didn't spend
Yes, you did.
crazy amount on it. No.
I mean, you did.
I got 2 books and I got the print.
Okay, so if you divide by 3, it's still more than $100.
We're not going to do math. I'm tired. He said, I have 2 of those, and I'm going to cash them. Wait, I'm late at when you put that in there, so I have no idea which book that's referring to. Is it the Bitterroot?
You just look at the time. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I wish they would show you the time and stuff when things come in.
Also, it's okay that you're late. We are doing a horrible job promoting this. But yeah, if it is for the previous,
Oh, the recount.
yeah,
Oh, nice. So you picked up 2 of them for the $19. That's awesome.
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a stash this.
You're gonna stash it?
Take that. I'm gonna put it on my black art wall. I have no idea if a black person drew this at all. Like, literally zero clue. But it's interesting because this is not, one of their normal. Because usually the books that hit the list are the montage covers.
Mm-hmm.
Not montage. Whoa, homage. This is the word I was looking for. It's not one of the film homage covers.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just like a cool drawing, unless this is from a film, which I mean, I guess it could be. Let me look at the Fast Color trailer real quick. Cover. Hold on.
Oh, because you see the gears? Is that why you're saying that?
Nah, because it had like art shit, but nah, it's not the same.
Joel said he would stash it. He said Bitter Roots is hot. He said I'd like to have that cover, and I too would stash it.
If you
look at
the screen, you'll see what I was thinking.
Got it. Fast Colors. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like fast. The fast.
Which now that I look at it,
because I saw the gears in there, so I'm thinking I thought you were talking about the Fast series. But yeah, so I would also stash it too if I found it for the right price. But for me, $100.
Buy it for $100.
I don't know.
Money's no object.
Right. When
it comes to supporting Bitter Root,
they call you slam.
I'm buying all of the issues. I'm joking. I'm afraid. But if you want to gift us some, P.O. Box 02134, send it to Zoom.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't have a P.O. box.
Oh, we should get one. How will we ever get AOKs without a P.O. box? You want people to know our real address?
Yeah, just pull up.
Hey, just pull up, yeah. All right, tell them exactly where we live right now. If you're watching this live, because we're deleting the replay, this is where you know our actual home address.
But, all right, so we're going to move on to this next one. Next one is a book that has been on our list before, but the difference is this is a 5th print. So this is Strange Academy #1.
Why?
5th print.
Why?
Because it's the 5th print.
Nope.
People got to be aware of the 5th print. And the 1,000,000th print.
Stash.
That worked. That definitely worked. Okay. So it's currently going for $10 to $15. I don't care about the 5th print. So this would be a pass.
I don't care about the first print.
If you picked it up, cash it. I would just stick with the regular first issue. I already said that I felt like that one was a stash, just in case, because the amount of characters that are appearing in this first issue. So it's like, why not just see what happens with it? But yeah, Joel said, meet you at McDonald's. Where's the nearest McDonald's here?
Down the street.
Word.
Or in the mall.
In the mall.
Won't tell you what.
We will give Joel the directions to here, but you guys.
We're giving everybody the
scavenger
directions.
Hunt.
Over the river and through the woods to Keynote Comics house we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that is the end of the CBSI list. So
you said that like there wasn't a lot. 10 books.
No, but I just didn't expect that. I thought there was something else. I thought there was at least 3 more. But that is the end of the CBSI list, guys. So next is now to the cover price, because I don't think Key Collectors listed anything. I was not paying attention to notifications.
Yep.
They did?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they did. Okay. There's not a crazy amount to talk about on here, though.
There's two?
3? Yeah, no,
3.
2.
3.
And, yeah, 2.
Did we do Marvel previews already?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. We've talked about it so many times. I can't remember if this was just in a regular conversation or
That's cool.
actually
I'm getting the assets.
I mean, I guess since this is short, I guess we could go ahead and go into this one first. Or do you want to just wait and do what you're doing?
No, you talk about cover price.
Okay, so go ahead and all right. So cover price. So we're gonna start with Dark Hawk's.
Dark Hawk Duck.
Dark Hawk #1. So a 9.8 sold for $310, which is, you know what? It's back to the joke. Everyone's like, oh, I'm going to be able to send my kids to college or retire off of Dark Hawk like they did with a lot of other 90s books. But the thing is, 90s books are coming up. So you see Dark Hawk, pick it up. I'm just gonna put it out there. Am I gonna pay $310 for a 9.8? Not necessarily, because I feel like I still have the ability to go ahead and just pick up a raw copy for a cheaper price, or even find it out in the wild. So it's hard to say. I think this character has the ability to appear in something, so it would be a stash for me on that note. Am I gonna pay the price that it is for a 9.8? Absolutely not. So it'd be a stash for me. I'm gonna put it on that end.
Wait, how much is it going for?
$310 for a 9.8.
For a raw? Oh, 9.8? Interesting. That might be. You know what? I don't like Dark Hawk. It's a pass.
Right, but that I didn't say I like Dark Hawk as well. I'm just saying, like, out of a play, if you had it or you find it, like I said, I feel like you still find it on a cheaper end. You can go ahead and get that, stash it, and if there are moves that are made using this character, you can flip it later.
That's true. How much is it going for raw?
Great question. I actually don't know. I didn't look into that.
Nah, you're a monster.
I am. But a nice one.
We don't have a research department. Joel is our research department now.
You are super knowledgeable. So he said, I don't have this, and I have to pass on this current price.
Yep. See?
Might be out of there some. Yeah, no, definitely. So it might be out there somewhere in a dollar bin. Still, so fingers crossed. I definitely think so. And then you can probably, like, the people that do, like, the sales of their collections, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be selling it for a crazy price either, unless all of a sudden raw copies start going for a crazy price. So right now, I think there's still a really good chance on picking it up at a nice price.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm betting I'll come down in a few months. So, yeah, there's places out here. Alliance Comics down in downtown Silver Spring. What's the one in College Park?
Big Planet.
Yeah, Big
Blah.
Planet in College Park. Then there's Barbarian Comics in Wheaton by Wheaton Mall. It's like literally across the street from Wheaton Mall. And there's Beyond Comics out in Gaithersburg, but I don't know. I prefer to go to the Beyond Comics in Frederick, just because that's where the older books are, or a higher, I guess, amount of older books are out there. They do have some older books at the smaller location out in Gaithersburg, because they originally used to be in Lake Forest Mall out in Gaithersburg, which is not too far from the smaller shop. Did I put that twice?
No,
New Teen Titans annual.
No, that's what I told you. I did the wrong one. Because Teen Titans annual #2 is the cover appearance of Vigilante.
Okay.
And then Teen Titans 23 is the first. Is that the cameo appearance?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're just gonna switch those. So yeah, Teen Titans number 23. Fun fact: I got a whole lot of Teen Titans, so Tale of the New Teen Titans and the New Teen Titans, and between issues number 1 and 49, guess which ones were missing? That's right, folks. I was missing number 23, number 24, and also a few other issues. But still, the point is, I was missing this issue. The first thing that I saw, that I did when I saw that this was on A-list, was like, let me see if I have this. Seeing as how I got a heck of a lot of them, and went over there, and it was missing. Very sad. Very sad.
I wonder if they knew, or did they just not have it?
Who knows? And the weird thing is, so the condition of the lot, the lower number books were in poor quality, but once you got up to issue 18 and 19, they started getting high grade quality. So
That makes sense.
Yeah, so number 23 would have been in a pretty good condition, but I guess they kept it. Smart move for them if they actually did that.
Yeah, you gotta contact him and be like, hey. Or was this through that other source? What is
Yes.
it? Okay. Which I need to start checking because I haven't been on there in like a good minute to see what they have.
Mm-hmm.
So next book is Last Ronin #1. This is the regular cover. We have had.
They took it off.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I forget.
It's a stash. If you didn't
It's a
know,
stash.
I have two copies. I'll sell Brandon one for $100. Just kidding.
So all right. Next book after this is actually Star Wars Darth Vader #7. So book's going for $15 raw. I do mess with the cover, but it's not for me. Like I don't think the cover's like crazy that I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just buy it for the cover.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But I think it's a cool cover. I think I like the approach on this. It gives you that in between, because clearly it's not young Anakin and it is an older Anakin, but it's definitely not the Anakin from Return of the Jedi when he dies. It's clearly that Anakin looks like a lot older than this, so he's like right in between there.
All I know is, robot or not, James Earl Jones' voice is not coming out of this man, and that's why it's a pass.
Okay. That is an interesting.
That's my analysis. Why don't you want this book? Because James Earl Jones,
Joel said,
Mufasa himself, his voice would not come out of him. The lion, yes, but this man, no.
So you're able to figure out what a lion would sound like.
Absolutely.
It's a nice trait that you got there.
Sometimes I'll be looking at dogs and I'm like, yeah, that's a Gilbert Gottfried.
So is Darkwing Duck's voice accurate?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Interesting.
But you know whose voice is not accurate? Bonkers.
Yo, I haven't seen that in a long time. I have no idea. I don't remember what that character sounds like. It took me a minute to even visualize in my head. That's why I was sitting there going like, what does Bonkers look like? And then I had to visualize the cat in the police uniform.
Rocco, his voice is pinpoint accurate.
Wow, okay, hold on. I got really... Okay, no, I was going to respond... Okay, so Joel... I'm getting off track, all right, because you're over here talking about animals like humans. All right, so Joel said, I picked up a raw copy of Teen Titans 23 earlier this week for $7. Maybe a 7.5. I'm going to stash it until the character is cast on screen, which I think is an awesome idea.
That's a wise decision.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it was probably in that I'll have to go to Big Planet because when I was looking to see how much I should charge for my raw copies of the lower number books, I was in the last time I was in the LCS, I was looking and I was like, okay, there's a bunch of them and they're all $3. I was like, all right, so I guess I would charge like $2 or $3 for my raw copies, like the lower numbers, because they're in poor condition. It was probably in there, so I'll just go check. Might not be in there now, but
right,
still check.
And then he also said, I have a couple cover A's and supposed to be getting the cover B with the Bounty Hunter on the way. I'm going to cash at least one.
Cash them all.
Of course,
James Earl Jones' voice will not come out of this man.
I need to shave my beard. This is getting ridiculous. Like, the hair is going in my mouth. I'm not feeling this. I need a whole haircut, guys. It's almost about to be a full year, and I have not gotten a haircut because of lockdown.
I just didn't want to get a haircut.
No, I want to get a haircut.
You can go to the barber at any time. All he has to do is schedule an appointment.
There's a first appearance in that. Oh, he says there's a first appearance in that. Well, okay. Well, that changes the whole game for me.
Give me another cover. If that's not the cover A, I want the cover.
No, I like this
I
cover.
don't want this cover. I hate it. I just talked about my Star Wars hate.
He said his beard is like mine. He said my wife is about to shave it herself. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with these problems. If anything, I'll get like one long hair that'll go into my mouth, but then I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's been so long. I barely have a mustache.
Okay, so
We could switch facial hair if you'd like.
nah, it's just weird. Like I'll trim it and then
Nah. We could switch.
I don't want to switch.
Why not?
I don't want to insult you.
Oh no! Insult me. I'm insulting myself.
I like the fact that my lines connect.
Hey, you know what? Mine do too, but just on this side. So I have to cut it. It's actually very upsetting. I have two hairs on this side of my mouth that are trying to connect. Like they're like, hey, let's get a group together. We can do this.
I bet everyone's glad to hear our beard stories.
And then this side is almost full. Like it'll go all the way down. Yeah.
He said, "Here comes the truth." He definitely got him. I don't think he was ready for that. He might be salty for a little bit. I think he'll get over it though. So, all right.
No, I'm not. But I've come to terms with this. Yeah, patch right here. You know, just living this life.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So next book we have Savage Dragon 253. I've never read a single book of Savage Dragon. All right.
Nor have I. This is a cool pass for me. Easy.
Okay. It's going for $35. I'm
Why?
gonna tell you why. That's a great question.
Yo, give it to me for free.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's a pass for me, because to my knowledge, it's only because of the cover. I guess it's it's only because of the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I don't think that any of the presidential related covers for books have really like held their own.
Mm-hmm.
They have grown in a decent price, which is definitely above what the retail cover price was for it. But I'm gonna use the whole Obama Spider-Man example. Like, book was going for a crazy amount at that one point, once he was, elected in and everything. And now you're probably gonna have to pay about, I'm gonna guess, because like it's been so long, but I feel like the book hit at least 100, 125 or something like that. And I think even the original main cover with him on it had maybe even hit like 400 at one point, and this might be like I think the 400 might have been like the 9.8 graded or whatever. But like now we were talking about raw copies, you're probably picking them up for like about $25. So I would not go in on this.
I would.
If you want to have something collectible to commemorate, this election situation, by all means, go ahead and cop that. But I would not be trying to pay this price for it.
I mean,
so that is a pass for me.
Like, my man's wearing mom jeans, bro. Like, look at all the tightness in this dude's crotch. Like, that's a smooth no. That's a hard pass.
So Joel said he has this. He says need to list this so I can cash.
Yes, cash away.
And he said I have the second print on the way when it comes out. Need to get it out of yeah. So he said he needs to get this one out quick.
Yeah, like this is if you have this, or if you have the ability to find this for cover price, then cash it. Like, this is definitely a cash. But
he said tomorrow's listing day for him. Yeah. Wait, so do you actually have a scheduled day when you do I don't know, every week you have a day where you're like, all right, let me just go ahead and see what I have, or just books in general, you're just like, all right, this is the day that I'm gonna dedicate to every week to just putting up books for sale? Because if so, that's a smart idea. I should actually start doing that because I have not been doing that. I've actually been like, yo, I need to go through the short box and stuff and just see what I have.
That's what people usually do, though.
He said, no, I've just been lazy this week. I feel you.
No, but like stores that are high yield stores, they'll schedule like a weekly thing. That's why, like, I'm sure you've noticed that, like, when you see like books that are ending soon and there's like a lot of them, and then the next thing is like 7 days away, it's because they've scheduled them on a weekly basis.
Got it.
So,
but still, yeah.
So a lot of stores do that.
I think
that's what I was doing. Like when I sold the New Teen Titans #2, I waited for it to sell, and on that last day I posted the next book. So that's how I was doing it. So I think with auctions, that's a really good way to go about it, because then like people who are visiting your page will know that you have a new book or a new set of books every week, and then if you're buying now books, so they'll stay for as long as they want to go up there.
That makes sense. That's a good strategy, because I've been like, yo, I've had a lot of books, like they're books that are on people's radars, but like some have sold, some have not, and I'm like, I haven't added anything new up there to replace the ones that have sold, you know, to keep things going. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to go sit down and try and figure this out, because there's some books that I'm just like, all right, I think people would still want these, but I don't see them necessarily, like, it might be a good minute until these books start spiking again. So,
right.
Yeah, definitely got to check that out.
But yeah, like I said, I think the bidding method has been going pretty well for me, especially if a book's hot, then I think having it up for bid is gonna, you know, usually initiate a bidding war and result in a higher price being purchased for it, or similar to what you would have sold it for buy it now. But for some reason, people don't gravitate towards buy it now. I don't know. So like I said,
all of my stuff has always been buy it now.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my listings. Like I was like when my Wolverine #1 was the lowest price Wolverine #1 on there, and buy it now, people were buying like $150 copies. I was like, my book is $135. Why aren't you buying this? And they just weren't buying it. So yeah, I have no idea. The algorithms are all wrong.
I feel like, I mean, for me, it's just like, all right, if I feel like the price that I've set it at is right, and this is what someone should pay for, I just leave it there and just let time do its thing. I mean, as we see,
and yeah, bids are also for, you know, this is like if you have a scheduled, like, I want to generate income at this time, then
right.
Yeah.
And so Joel just said, he says, if I auction, he says, I do the list on Sunday, but I mostly do buy it now listings, which is what I do as well. So he says those are done randomly. So yeah.
Yeah, because a buy it now listing is like a fantasy football player with no bye week. You have no idea what that means, but it's just, set it and forget it. You're just like, all right, this book is up. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I mean,
right,
it's still going to be up there.
So I think with me, though, it's like I try to – usually I'll have a price where I think it should be at, but also I'll be like, all right, I have a leeway price as well, which is why I'll have the best offer, which gives them like, oh, all right, this is clear the price. Maybe I think this person's selling it too high. Let me see if I can give them an offer. And if it fits in with what I'm looking for, well, boom, the book is sold, which is what happened with the 608. I did not get the $6,500 that I was asking for, but they made $5,799. I was like, cool, why not?
Brandon spent all that money, guys. Don't come asking him for anything.
That is actually true and false because I invested. So it's not really spending.
Don't let the people know what you're doing.
The thing is, guys, it's gone. I have it, but I don't have it. Savage Draft. Oh wait, we already did that. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's a pass.
All right,
and a cash, but mostly because those jeans are just like super tight in the crotch area, and I just can't deal with it.
I can't believe that's the only reason, but to each his own.
I mean. It just looks like a loser, which is hilarious because he's with the president-elect and vice president. But I just don't care about anything that exists as that cover. Next.
Yes. Next. So we have The Marked, number 9. This is cover art by Brian Haberlin. So it's a $25 book. Cool cover. I don't know anything about this, so I'm kind of skittish on where I stand at this. I'm more leaning towards pass because I don't know, but I do really mess with this cover. This is pretty awesome. Getting kind of realistic over here. So,
I mean, if I didn't buy like the super realistic Catwoman cover and Batgirl cover, then chances are I'm not gonna buy this either. So it's a pass for me.
yeah.
I don't know
But
what this is.
It's like the price range for like if you want to go for just a cover and you really like the cover, because that was the issue before. Like the other one was like the price range was right, but I don't like the cover. This one's like I like the cover and the price range is right. So like,
So you think that she's prettier than Catwoman? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't even know what cover you're referring to.
Find her more attractive than Catwoman?
I mean, maybe.
Let's see.
It depends. Joel said, he said, yep, I do the best offer bump, so I have some wiggle room, which is, yeah. It's like, I feel like it's like the best option because like usually, no, actually all the time I get it. Whatever I'm getting, even if it's in the wiggle room, is well beyond whatever it is that I paid for.
That one.
Oh, I have this cover. Nah, I like this cover better. I like the Catwoman cover better. That Art Germ. That's Art Germ, right?
I don't know.
I think it was Art
Probably.
Germ.
It's incredible. So yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's a dope cover.
My point is, now if I could draw like this, oh man, I wish. Like, I just reached the next level of my digital painting. If it ever gets to this level,
I just now got the notification that the Hot 10 list on Key Collector is live.
Cool.
That is 840. So we're going to see if 840 continues to be the consistent release for the notification. So he said Joe's arms are really long too. And then he says, I passed on picking this up off of the shelf at my LCS. No good reason other than it was 9 or number 9. And I had no idea about the series as well. So yeah, I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, we know the Marked is an art germ. We were talking about Catwoman, which we didn't share on screen. I just showed it to him.
Oh yeah, the old Catwoman. I don't even remember what issue this is. I have it, and somehow my copy.
I could have just scrolled down and saw Catwoman number 4 art germ variant cover.
Well, that makes sense now. But yeah, I had this cover and ended up getting damaged, and yeah, so now it just sits in a box. Maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't. I actually might even have it up on eBay, and I definitely like lower the price a lot. I don't know if it's like salvageable.
I'm not covering this Marked cover at all. Hey yo, it's a pass. But I mean, yeah, just like you said, if I saw it in the store and it was sticker price, I mean, it's cool enough to get. I once again wouldn't put it on the wall, so
I think ultimately
it
because
means absolutely nothing to me. It looks like Mira though, like, just because of the red hair.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like ultimately because I find the cover to be appealing, it would capture my interest. Be like, oh, Mark, what is this about? This has a really awesome cover.
And then you say, oh, it's number 9. Yeah, no, I'm not reading this.
I'd probably
just like me with Something Is Killing the Children. I'm like, oh, wow, this looks cool, but also, what?
So, moving on past that, we got 2 more. So, second to last.
No, we have 4 more.
Do we?
Yes. You don't have the key collector ones.
Oh, there. True. That is all right. So, second to last off of the CBSI list.
Mm-hmm.
So,
not CBSI, cover price.
You were absolutely right. See, I told you, I'm tired. I'm going to need to take a nap, and then I'm going to have to watch The Mandalorian after that. So, we have Captain Marvel 23. So, this is the first appearance of I think this is Ove, son of Namor, and then Brigid.
Oh, so this is a pass for you. It's a hard pass.
Well, my gripe is with Namor, not his son.
No, your gripe is with the whole lineage.
But I'm trying to figure out, is that him? And if that is him, why is he fighting Captain Marvel? Because then we might have beef, and he just might be as messed up as his father. So who knows? Is this a new era where I have a new nemesis?
Maybe it's a clash for the centuries. So
It does say that the class of the century. All right, so this book is going for $20, not 25, but $20.
pass,
Stash if you got it.
cash if you got it. Pass if you don't.
Because see, the thing is, it's Namor's son. So that, to me, with a character like that, because if you notice, they're giving all these characters, like all the way to the that Strange Academy and everything. They're giving a lot of these heroes kids now, and they're clearly trying to set up something. I feel like they're trying to set up.
No one cares about Jonathan Kent
now.
No one cares
But later,
at all.
later we might be onto something.
Who cares about Damian Wayne?
I care about
no
Damian
one.
Wayne when Damian Wayne hits the screen, but I need Dick Grayson to hit the screen first. So
Who cares about Franklin Richards?
me, I care.
Or some other kids? Who cares about Thing Jr.?
Said I missed this one. Oh wait. Seems like every other Captain Marvel has a new appearance. Oh, he said pass. So
Yeah.
Joel passed on this one.
Yeah.
I have not been reading Captain Marvel. Actually, no. I don't think I've read. I have some Captain Marvel books, but I didn't actually read them.
I have the whole 2012 series. I didn't read it.
True. But yeah, so
I don't read.
I haven't read any Captain Marvel books, which might sound terrible. I don't know. I don't really know who is out there that I know personally that's like out there reading Captain Marvel either. But for me, it would be a stash. If you caught it at cover price, stash it. I'm not. For the price that it's selling for. I'm passing. I'm not that intrigued with it.
Yeah, but it's a first appearance and it's in your price range, so you have to buy it. That's your rule.
Also the key thing is I have to be interested in it as well.
Nah.
So
That you don't have to be interested in the companies you invest in. You just have to invest in them because they're gonna make you money.
that is false. The first thing they say is invest in the things that interest you because you're more inclined to keep track of them.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. If you're doing quick flips, my apologies. If you're doing quick flips,
I don't see this as a quick flip. I stated it was a long term.
well then pass because Namor's butt to you.
This is Namor's son.
Yeah, but
And that
why
guy
would
might be cool.
I refuse to believe that.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out down the road. Like I said, not that deeply interested in it that I'm gonna pay the $20, but it does fit in the price range. We're talking about the way I collect and the way I buy things off of secondary market, it does work. But I'm not that deeply intrigued with it to go for it off of that. I might be able to just slide through the LCS and pick it up.
What's next?
Up next is Spawn number 9. So this is the first appearance of Angela, Medieval Spawn, and Cagalistro. I don't even know how to pronounce that. We're not even going to try anymore. This book was sold for $99 at a 9.8. I'm not that deeply invested in the Spawn, so this is a pass for me.
Which one of our people that we watch has all the Angelas? Is that Gary? Or is it Reggie?
I feel like it's probably Reggie.
Where?
I'm pretty sure Reggie is the Spawn. Like, yes, I don't recall seeing anything Spawn related with Gary.
No, he did. In one of the collections, one of the recent collections that he bought.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like a stack of them. Like,
Okay.
remember when he got all of the which one was it? The Spider-Man Unlimited #1s and everything.
Okay.
Spawn number 9 was one of those books too.
Okay, because I was like, I don't fully remember seeing a whole lot. Like, I know I've seen plenty of Spawn on Reggie's stuff.
Yeah,
So
but
like,
no, he was the one who was specking on it. Like he was saying, he thinks Angela's gonna end up coming,
into the movie universe and everything.
Yeah.
But see, that's such a hard one to do because they gotta get through the first movie first. I don't think this would be a character that's just gonna pop up in that first movie. Maybe.
Well, not Spawn in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't. All right. That makes sense. Because that was one of the things that was noted in the description on here for this. So okay, I can see that. So yeah. But how are they doing that crossover?
Well, she's just she's just in Marvel. She's in Earth 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something about what is it? It says something about Thor, God of Thunder. I mean Thor, Love, the next Thor movie. I'm out of here right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me see. Let me just check to make sure.
Yeah, because wasn't she also in As Guardians of the Galaxy?
Was she?
I believe so.
But like, how do they do this then? Like, what is the backstory? Because if this is issue number 9, she's appearing in. How do we make this crossover from Image and Marvel and all that? Like, how does this work?
I just read the news. I don't make it. I don't know.
Nah, I feel you. So this is from Key Collector. This is in Key Collector's information. So it says November 2020. It says Thor: Love and Thunder is looking to cast strong supporting female character in her 20s to 30s, being referred to by code name Artemisia. I don't know.
That's
Artemisia. Artemisia?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna rock with that. So, got it. We'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to this Thor movie. That Thor Ragnarok is probably at my top tier of favorite Marvel movies, just because like the approach was just so different, and I feel like that approach opened up what we're seeing in these newer Marvel movies when they're coming out with stuff. So
yeah, no, it wasn't up there in your top 10 comic book movies, but it's cool.
Yeah, because there's other realms of movies. We're talking about strictly Marvel. I think it would have been a little bit closer to the forefront.
Okay, so you mean like top 10?
Marvel.
Top 10?
Yes.
For Marvel?
Marvel, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that's not high. I'm thinking like top 3.
No. Okay, I thought you meant like within the top 10. No, it would definitely be closer to the front of top 3, top 2.
But it wasn't in your top 10 books. In your top 10
I
list.
don't remember the list, bro. It's so long.
I'm here to troll you forever.
Joe said I got a 9.8 Damian Wayne. I got my 9.8 Damian Wayne someday.
Yeah, someday it'll blow up.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, look, I believe that DC Comics is going to get things together. I'm banking on them to do this because if they do well and the business does well, this helps AT&T, and I need these AT&T shares to appreciate because they are undervalued right now.
So Angela, yeah, this is gonna be a stash for me just because, cooler heads have said to stash it.
I will tag along with you on this one.
Yes.
But the price for the 9.8, I'd try and pick up a raw copy first before I try to buy a graded copy.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely pick up a raw copy. As you can see by the stacks of raw copies that have been available, people have been selling lots of Spawn number 9, so buy it raw.
Cass doesn't care if you read the book. I'm light on older Spawn in my Spawn collection. I actually have no Spawn. Do I? Yeah, no, I don't. I feel like I did when I was younger, and I think it was just the Spawn number 1. But I'm pretty sure that got trashed. So yeah, I definitely don't have that anymore. He said Ragnarok was pretty good. I've been seeing it on TV a lot lately too. That is a good thing. I'm glad because this actually gives a little bit more exposure to the character than.
Of Thor?
Well, yeah, she's on TV more.
It's Thor. He's one of the top characters in the MCU. Why would he need exposure?
He doesn't need exposure, but it opens up the look.
This movie made $1 billion,
I don't
man.
think you understand. I will be at work or places, and I'll hear people that aren't really into comics, and they'll be talking about stuff, and I'll just like, I don't know if I should say something to correct them, or I should just sit here and just see where this conversation goes.
But I mean, what is this in relation to Thor?
I'm just saying it opens, because then I don't know. I feel like it opens up a new realm of people that were not familiar with the character, or may have just heard the character but didn't know anything about the character and probably wasn't necessarily interested. I'm saying with this being a good movie, that this probably intrigues a lot more people than the previous ones. So it gets it to a bigger audience.
It's been 10 years, man.
It doesn't matter. At least I don't think it matters.
But I mean, like, do you think that, like, Thor 1 wasn't on TV?
Oh, absolutely.
So what's the point?
He's saying he's been seeing it on TV a lot. I don't necessarily know if those other ones.
Yeah, FX has the movies. Thor number 1 was on TV like
this is your realm.
like every other day.
All right. Well, thank you for
with commercials.
This TED Talk.
My man said more people will know the character. It's only been in every Avengers movie that made $2 billion.
So, that is it for the list.
No, it's not.
Oh wow! I told you I'm tired.
Just look down. What book is that? What book is that right there?
Oh, that is Bones.
No,
Bones
it's not.
#1.
It's Bone number 1.
Bone number 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a stash if you have it.
Absolutely. I think that it's awesome. For those that don't know, I work at a school, and one of the students there was reading it, and I told him, I was like, "Yo."
He was reading the number 1, the first print, just
Definitely
destroying it.
was not. They definitely had the trade, and
he looked that kid in the face and said, "Hey, I hate you.
what
What you've done to this book is an abomination and an affront to God. How dare you?"
I told him if I ever found any on like
Then he just
sale
started
at
eating the
LCS.
pages, and he looked at him and said, "I know how much this is worth."
I'd lose my mind. Be like, yo, where's your parents? We got to talk. It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. It's their fault.
Oh man.
But yeah. So we got Bones number 1. Bone. Yeah.
It's not
I
it's
can't
not
stop.
Bones. That's the Fox TV show starring.
Great show. got a little old after a while, but it had a good run.
Emily Deschanel.
So we have a 9.8, which sold for $13,200.
David Boreanaz.
This book is going to continue to grow. It's going to have its cult following forever.
Yeah, honestly, you could cash it too. It just depends. Like, how'd you get it?
That's the hard part. So that's why I wouldn't even bother cashing it. I would just hold it until I feel like I'm ready to cash it, because it's the hard part is coming across it. So yeah, that would be a stash. Of course, I don't got that money, so
You do. You just wouldn't spend it on this book.
yeah, I would not. So
All right, and now look down and see the next one.
shoot, that's Batman.
181.
So Batman 181. So that's the first appearance of Poison Ivy. Is that the regular for?
The Silver Age.
Yeah,
first
that's what I was gonna
appearance.
say. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So yeah, Silver Age, first appearance of Poison Ivy. this is a stash for me. I've always messed with this cover, classic one. So, in first appearance of Poison Ivy, classic character. So that's a solid right there.
Yo, I hate Robin's face on this cover, but
It's not about Robin's
but
face.
Batman's face is dope. This is a stash as well, because how could it not be? What I noticed on the Key Collector app is that they're talking about first appearances, and they're talking about gold first appearances versus silver age first appearances. Which one's gonna be, the better one to grab and everything. And they were also talking about that in relation to the Marvel previews, first appearance of Miles Morales versus the first appearance of Miles Morales, and it's just like, hey man, let them fight.
By all means,
I'm a fan. I think I'm more of a fan of these Silver Age ones, because even though they're mad expensive, they're also more obtainable.
Absolutely. But my thing is, I would definitely be down to get like the Golden Age. Like, so my thing is, my attraction to Golden Age books is not so much of the key. The key is part of it, but it's just like, because of what it is and its existence, it's like collecting history right there. So I think that's more for the Golden Age for me. Which I guess it also falls in under all comic books, to be honest, but it's just like that old time work, and you're just seeing like this classic work of where everything originally came from. But that's the last one, right?
Yes, that's the last
Unless
one.
we want to talk about Marvel preview number 95.
Now we're good. We're done.
Let's see. Like, what does it say in here? Okay, so earlier this month, a 9.4 sold for $2,200. Okay, guys. You guys really out here pushing this Marvel Preview 95. Not mad at it. I just think people should be careful.
I just think nobody should buy it because it's a previews. What's your problem?
But I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting previews. I think there's a demand and
no. Go ahead and get them, but not at that price. You guys are monsters.
I don't know. It's like those people that collect
like
the TV guides.
I understand that you're like first appearance because it's drawn in the book, but come on now.
Right.
You guys are all being ridiculous. And I guess that's what the market is dictating, but it's foolish. So you're telling me that the panel from a book that already exists is the first appearance, and not the book that was already created that was put on the preview.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's dumb. But it's also, I guess it kind of it kind of is similar to how they're talking about the first virus, because it was in the Free Comic Book Day, but then that came out after the Venom 26. So yeah, it's just like, but the Free Comic Book Day one was created before. It's just like,
right.
What are you gonna do? But anyways, like I said, I don't think previews of anything should count, because that means that if by nature that means the book exists, which means if you're counting that as a first appearance, it's foolish, because the content is being previewed in the previews. Like, if I put the cover of a book as a preview to in a previous issue, it's because I'm promoting that book as the first appearance. Like, wouldn't that be, if that's the case, then don't ever put out a previews, or just put out a previews that says, hey, this is just the name, like, but Miles Morales.
Have you seen the interior of that one?
Nah.
Okay, I haven't either. So I was just wondering if, like, because it's a preview doesn't mean like it's previewing would necessarily have that panel where this character is specifically at. It might actually be in there. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I can't speak on it. But if it's just like, oh, we preview a panel from that book, but what if the character's not in it? I feel like that makes more sense. I don't think it's a smart idea to preview the character within that preview, just a part of from that whatever issue it is. I feel like that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But
like I said, I think it's stupid. It's dumb.
Joel
Man.
said, "Bone number one is a go. Stash it if you can," and I completely agree, because I've never seen it pop up on eBay. Not to say it hasn't, but I haven't seen it. And then he said to stash the Batman as well. So absolutely, that's one that I want to find, but every single time I come across it, I never find it in a condition that I want. And if I have, I just didn't have the money for it at the time, so I was just like, oh, I missed it out. And they usually see those when I'm at conventions, so I don't know. Maybe one day we'll see.
When conventions open back up in 2023, we'll be good.
We'll see.
I think that's enough time.
I feel like it should be too, but you know.
If everybody gets vaccinated in 2021, just take 2022 off to rebuild and become a better person, and then 2023, you're good.
So that is it for the list. Oh, hold on. He said to be continued in Crofton. Had the Batman in mid grade for a while, but it didn't have the money for I see, bro. I am
To be
so
continued
tired.
in Crofton had the Batman in mid grade for a while, but I didn't have the money for that book.
No, I caught what he said. I don't know. My brain is not. I do need to sleep. I don't know. I'm this waking up because I've been staying up late, and then I'm waking up early in the morning. And I went to work and
Whose fault is that? It's your fault.
It is my fault. Nah, I definitely got to blame myself on this one. But yeah.
Tistis.
Because like once I got to the dollar, I was trying to make out with the dollar signs, and I was like, oh, I definitely read that part wrong, and then I realized exactly what it said. But yes, I am most definitely tired. To make the announcement, received just yesterday a package, which is going to be our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Yes, 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So we already got something for 500. Once we make it there, we're currently at 381, and so then we have something that's for the 1,000. Whenever we hit that, that's probably gonna be a good while. But
Brendan likes you guys way more than I do. It's wild.
I can take that off, right?
What? Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Give me a second, guys.
He's going to find a gift.
So I'm getting this in there.
Hold on. Hold on. Move over.
Okay.
Yeah, that way. And then I'm going to transition, and I'm going to take me out. Hold on. Hold it up like a big boy. Down. Oh, yeah. A little bit lower on the left side. Tilt it. More. There we go. Yeah. That beautiful print. Black Boy Fly.
All right, so guys, this one's my copy, but the other one, the one that's actually the giveaway, has a signature. So it's actually a lot better than this one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just give them that one and keep the one with the signature.
So shout outs to Spro. He got me the hookup. For those that don't know, this is actually the print for Black Boy Fly preview issue number 1. So you got the book right here, and as you can see, it's still the same as the print. So there's only 50 copies of the print made.
100, right?
So 100 of the book, 50 copies of the print.
No.
So there's another copy around. Got the signature and everything. Actually, let's just throw that right. No, that's not gonna work. All right, I'm gonna go put this up.
He's trying to destroy that. And I'm back on screen. Whoa. Brandon is gonna just. I feel like I should just pan over to him. Oh no, he got it. He did it. Is it straight? Nope, it's not straight. It's slightly off. I'm being a real stickler. Yeah, there we go. Good job.
But yeah, so got that, and that came in yesterday. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think the whole thing is with anything that we're doing for a giveaway, I want to do something that is something that represents us, something that we actually enjoy, that we feel that other people would also enjoy, something that's would be a nice giveaway ultimately, just put it like that. So was able to get a nice deal on that,
and that's why I'm leaving the channel in order to enter the giveaway. Brandon, you got it from here.
Yeah. So yeah, Joe, so that's crazy cool. So yeah, whole backstory. When I got the preview issue number 1, and we posted on the Keynote Instagram page, basically Spro ended up finding me through the hashtags, and so after that we just kind of connected through Instagram, and he's like into the whole art realm and everything like that. Like he's not, I wouldn't say he doesn't like comic books, but he's not like into the whole comic book realm like we are. So he's more like the art thing is him. Like he's out here, like the way we are into comic books, that's the way he is with like the art prints and stuff like that. And those prints normally go for about like $5,000, right? So, I did not pay $5,000 for it. I'm gonna just say that much. And I didn't even pay $5,000 for that one either. That one was kind of just a bonus because I was just really just trying to get the book. But yeah, so he had a copy of the preview issue number 1, and he actually had it up on eBay. It was a 9.8 graded. He ended up selling it on. I was watching. I didn't even know it was him at the time. So we're just talking, and then I'm like, yeah, there's this one up on eBay that I've been watching for a while. And next thing you know, it's like I started noticing the items that were being carried in the store that had the book was just like kind of stuff that he was kind of posting on his Instagram page. And I was like, this has got to be the same person. So I hit him up on like in his direct messages, and I'm like, yo, is this you? And he's like, yeah. So next thing you know, like the book was up first, and then one day, next thing you know, I'm just like looking to see if the print pops up on eBay. Print pops up on eBay, and what do you know? Same seller. And I was like, okay. So then I started talking to him. I was like, yo, I want to do something for the channel once we get to 1,000 subscribers, because originally it was supposed to be for 500, but since I already got something for us at 500, I was like, yo, this is probably way too big to be given away at 500. So
it's way too big to give it 1,000 too.
It probably is, but you know.
So this is it's for our 5,000 subscribers now.
It would be nice, you know.
Really incentivize you guys.
It'd be something really
Not
cool.
1,000. It's too close right now. It's 5,000. At 1,000, Brandon's gonna give his shaved head, the hair on his head that he cuts.
I will
put that in a baggie and send it to you.
Somehow figure out how to trim off my beard, but keep it in its form, and then turn it into a mask. It's not weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh.
You're weird.
Okay. But yeah, hold on. So Joel said, you nailed it for this one. Best giveaway. Oh, yes. Thank you. And he says he hopes that we grow to 1,000 and beyond. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully that'd be really cool. But, you know, who knows? If it doesn't, if we don't make it to 1,000, maybe I'll figure out something else, you know. But yeah, so he had that, and he did a deal with me. I think I got it for...
Don't say anything. Keep it quiet. Just know that you don't deserve it. Whoever you are, except Joel, and if he wins, you don't deserve it. But we thank you for your patronage.
In all honesty, it's going to be interesting because we've noticed that a lot of people check out the stuff, but we don't know when everybody checks out the stuff and if everybody's which is why it's very important for you guys to have the notification bell and to be able to check us out. I know.
Also, just comment. So, just be like, "Hi, I'm here."
Shahir wants to comment.
That exists.
He would greatly appreciate that. So if you could comment for Shahir.
For me, what do you mean? That's how you get seen.
No, I definitely, I know
we
that.
want the comments, not Shahir. And also, don't ever call me that on here. You know what my name is on this channel. Damn it.
But I'm currently referring to like
I can't bleep it out in live streams, and I have to delete this whole live stream. You did this. You've done this to yourself.
Someone make a fake Shahir social media.
Why are you saying it again?
It'll be okay.
Brandon's gonna be bald in the next one just because he wants to give out his whole government. You leave me alone. You leave me out of this, Brandon.
You're not a part of this.
I have so much of me on the internet. I don't need any more. Okay.
I'm on the internet too.
No, you're not. Not as much.
Why not?
I'm way more on the internet than you.
He said I doxed you.
Yeah, see? It was easy. I'm the only one.
But we'll see. I still don't even know. We still have to figure out something on how to properly even do the
death match.
The giveaways.
Death match. You guys go to Fight Island, the UFC. Dana White sanctions it, and the winner gets a UFC contract and also the print.
Or we all meet
with knives
from a scene from the Highlander. They can always rotate, so each giveaway goes to a different scene of the Highlander, and there can only be one.
I mean, that works too.
I don't know how that works because, like, if we're there too, then how does the show continue for another giveaway?
I won't be there.
But yeah, so he gave that to me, or well, he didn't give it to me.
Gave it to you.
He definitely didn't give it to me, but yeah, it'll be. I don't even know, man. Like I said, I'm tired. I've said it too many times, but it'll be awesome once we figure out how to get these things properly going. And who knows? Maybe the next level would be if I can even come across a preview issue number 1. I think that would be cool because that was ultimately the original goal, but couldn't find one.
Joe said I have no chance at a death match. I apologize. But hey, look on the bright side. You can Hunger Games it and just hide. Wait, no, not Hunger Games. What am I thinking? Role models. Yeah, role models.
Oh, we're gonna LARP?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Cosplay LARP?
Yes.
No.
But you have to make your own costume design. If you come with a pre-made, you have to leave. You're disqualified.
That's fitting. Anyways, so since you're giving away that at the cost of that means like you can give away almost any of these books and not feel too many qualms about it.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think that works the same way.
I feel like it does.
No.
Why not?
Because if that was the case, I would have just gave away the one I already have. I went and got another one so I don't lose what I have. So that means I would go and get another one of these. You know what? Ultimate Fallout 4. That's what we're going to go for, guys.
For what?
I don't know.
Hey, yo, Brandon likes you guys. For some reason, you've so far, the majority of you, and I'm speaking to the ones who are not watching this, obviously, have done nothing to deserve this. But shout out to all of you guys who have, because you're the ones who are going to enter. So, hey, man, more power to you.
Get us to 500.
You guys keep us going. You guys make sure that we drop the content because, hey, man, even if it's only getting 14 views, that means the 14 people are watching it, and that's more than 0. So, once again, thank you.
We appreciate it.
I'm wearing a...
Joel said shirt. I'm 5'5", so I can go low and take out people's Achilles. Yes.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Except, as a large man, I don't fight fair. And see, like you would expect a large person to fight fair, which is absolutely. You're gonna go low, but I'm also gonna go low. And you're gonna be like, "Why are you down here?" And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man."
So you're gonna go ground level with me?
Yeah.
Do you think you have a chance?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm slashing your ACL.
I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know knives and cutting people was really involved.
I mean, it's not. But me, who is fighting dirty, they're gonna be like, "Yo, he is the biggest person in this group, but he didn't use any fighting skills. He just stabbed people." And I'll be like, I mean, why put up the effort when you could just stab?
Joel said, "Meet you at the bottom." You know what? Me and Joel will take you out.
No, you won't. I'm going to be down there.
You can't take on two people.
I have 2 knives.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Realistically, I'm going to stab you with the dominant hand and Joel with the non-dominant hand, just based on the statement that he made. Like, I realize that I'm going to have to put more force into the hit for you because, you know, you work out, you know, you're a little bit strong, you know, I got to make sure that it counts. So, boom, right to the
I
side.
think I got an eyelash in my eye.
Tear your MCL, and then, yeah, that's how it's going to work. I'm ready. I'm sorry. But like I said, we don't advocate or condone violence here at Keynote Comics. We are for the kids and for the culture.
No chance.
I'm also not in this death match. Like, I don't know why this is. I told you, I'm not there.
You know what?
We run the channel.
On second thought, a Highlander match is not the smartest idea for the channel. We lose subscribers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, we don't lose the subscribers. We lose the engagement, if anything. But they'll still be subscribed. No one's gonna die and then unsubscribe. Oh, damn, let me.
Oh yeah, they're gonna show you, and you're gonna find out there's a new level to reality.
This is why.
He said rock paper scissors tournament. Absolutely, I'm down for that.
Yeah, but it can't be through Zoom.
Oh yeah, no, I can't be through Zoom. I told you we go to the Highlanders location. I don't know why I'm stuck on this. I think I'm still stuck on this Sean Connery loss. So
R.I.P. Sean Connery.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to Scotland. All expenses paid to the top 10 people. And then they're all vie for. They're just like, they get to Scotland. They're like, we don't even want the poster at this point. You just paid an all expenses paid trip to Scotland. We got room and board, free food. We're not fighting for this. You just gave us a vacation, all of us individually.
By that time,
you can keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What else has happened in comic book news? I feel like every time, like, because Friday takes a good minute to get here, so then, like, by the time, like, all the news that's come out, like, I completely forget to, like, what to even discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love the Highlander movies, especially the first one.
Nothing at all.
And it said, didn't get into the TV series was interesting. I barely even remember that. Like, I saw Highlander once as a kid. Actually, I feel like I saw the second Highlander. I don't think I saw the first Highlander originally as a kid. But after that, I was hooked, and I was like, oh, I checked out the series, and the series was not as good, but it wasn't bad because it definitely had a long run for a while.
I don't care about
King in Black or DC Future State. I'm not even hip.
Yeah, King in Black drops in 2 weeks now, but they've been, I guess these issues have been a precursor to it. So they've had the symbiote Spider-Man and then Web of Venom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be perfect timing because then
that came out this week.
I can definitely get back to buying books again. So that'll be awesome.
And just buy them now.
Nah, not yet. Because I still gotta make my last payments on stuff. So once that's done, boom, that were in there, like swimwear. So what else? Yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in checking out the King in Black. I'm not even oh wait, no, DC Future State. Okay, that took me a while to figure out what that was. I'm definitely looking forward to that because I definitely want to pick up that Red X, because when they announced that was like yeah, we talked about this on the on here actually.
We did.
Yeah, cause
No. That wasn't a question. I said we did.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to both of those things. But yeah, I don't know. Am I gonna? Do they come out the same day? Or the same week?
No.
Or whatever? Okay, so that's good. So then I don't have to worry about all that. Because I gotta go through and see what books are coming. Because I haven't checked, like, since I've been buying books, I haven't been worried about like what's coming out on the timetable. So, I'll do my usual thing where I just go to what is it, Midtown, and see what they got on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how I check.
You could also just subscribe to your LCS's weekly list, and they'll send an email with all of the books that they're getting that week.
Which is cool, but do they go beyond that?
Beyond what?
Beyond the week.
No, I mean
because that's why I usually use Midtown, because I can go beyond and see,
True.
It's cool.
But I mean,
no, I feel you. I know what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Support your local comic shop.
Yes.
I'm barely able to speak now. I might be dying, guys.
Your local LCS shop.
He says, see, now my throat. Okay, the Brazilian Wonder Woman is coming to Future State, which I heard is getting a lot of attention state-wise and in Brazil. So that's going to be a big movement right there. He said that's the only one he's grabbing. And he says he thinks that in January, though, he says they have to pre-order it. Oh, so that's a good... Oh, no, that's not that long. That's not that far away. Because, we're in November, so then December and January. So, yeah. Are they allowing pre-orders for it right now? And, of course, now you got to figure out what covers and what artist is doing what on it. Unless you just only want to focus on the standard cover A. But I actually am interested to go ahead and pick that one up as well. I completely forgot about it. So it's a good thing that you reminded me, because, yeah, my mind as far as, like, what has been going on as far as, like, the new releases in books, I've not even been fully paying attention. I've been catching stuff and I'm reading it, but like I said, I haven't been buying anything, so it's kind of been, like, out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
I'm probably going to end up grabbing more graphic novels than anything coming up. But yeah, King in Black, I'll probably end up grabbing these pre-issues. I won't probably get any of the secondary books, so I'm probably just going to get the main title.
Oh, you already know I'm not. I just want to stay to the focus on the main story, and that's it. And, of course, that's going to suck, because that's the same reason why I missed out on Batman Who Laughed.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just what it is. Like, I would love to buy them all, but just not realistic.
Gotta buy them all.
On what all the stuff that I want to do. So, to do certain things, you gotta have money. So,
what? You have to have money.
Yeah, man.
To buy
these things aren't free. Unless it's free comic book day, and that's only specific books.
Yeah.
It says it's a bit of a pain to set up an account, and you really should order 6 books each weekly, or they ship crap mailers. I actually have been buying. I haven't had that experience yet. I've bought several ones, and actually they sent I think the last book that I picked up from them was the Blade versus Wolverine, or Wolverine versus Blade, whatever one it was. I got that. Shoot, why am I blanking on the name of the artist?
Delato.
Yeah, the Delato variant, which is just sitting in a box right now. We did have it on display back at the old place, and it was actually like on the lower level here or whatever. Or man, no, it was at the top. At one point, it was there, but should probably think about putting something up there. Not now, but oh wait, can they see that?
The toys? Yes.
Yeah, we put up the hero clicks in the background. It would have been nice if we had like all the characters to match the books up there, but we don't. But there is a Blade next to the Blade. There is Black Panther next to the Black Panther. We have regular Spider-Man Peter Parker next to Ultimate Fallout 4 because there, didn't get any Miles hero click. That would have been cool.
When you gonna buy that Flyboy statue though?
When I wait, how much do those normally go for? Because I know it's
$400.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Once I knock other things off of my priority list, it'll be a last minute thing.
All right, we're almost at 2
I'd
hours, so let's go ahead and get this.
All right.
I can eat food.
Thanks, man. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I guess we're gonna just end it now, and then we'll definitely see you next Friday because Slan went.
Why now at this point? Why does it even matter?
Should I say your full name?
Absolutely not. I don't know why you say your full name. It's weird.
I don't think it's weird.
It is.
I'm your guy. The comic book. I don't think I can call myself the comic book guy. This eyelash is killing me. I'm gonna be all right.
That's a Springfield.
What?
Comic book guy.
Oh,
Simpsons.
Yes. I was gonna say I don't think I can call myself the comic book guy, but then also felt like there might be somebody in the comic book community that calls themselves the comic book guy. There might be like a channel. I need to look this up. Comic book guy, if you're out there, we're gonna find you. No negative stuff, but just see what's going on. Stop by and say hi.
What's going on?
But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for coming out with us. We of course missed Universe X, but maybe we'll see him next week. And for all you guys watching later on, thanks for checking us out. If you have time, be sure to check us out next week. There is a new interface now that's going to allow us to get things done. So, as usual, keep us locked in, and thanks for watching. Peace.
What if I just never went to the outro?
My eyes.